Hey, I'm Scott Beckwith with Siddons Martin Emergency Group, and I'm the sales representative for the Dallas area and the Dallas Fire Department. This is Dallas Fire Rescue's one of their new Pierce Aero XT pumpers running the X12 Cummins motor. Dallas uses the Aero XT pumper because of its narrow cab. They keep the front mirrors narrow so that in their streets where cars are parked on the side, they use the TAC4 independent front suspension. As many big cities in America, roads are pretty rough, and so they use the TAC4 independent front suspension on their pumpers to ease the pain of the really bumpy roads. They also use the TAC4 T3 suspension on their ladder trucks as well. Moving to the rear, the rear of the cab is set up for 2 rear-facing firefighters and then 2 seats forward-facing for the everyday medical calls that the firefighters are going to. Up on the top of the cab, inside, they have a compartment for their ballistic material and their helmets for any type of active shooter or a situation that the firefighters need to put bulletproof vests on. Dallas runs a waterless 2-stage pump. They run a pressure governor and then a standard pump setup from Pierce. They run a 2nd gen body, medium body. This is a true pumper, so it has no truck equipment on it. So it really holds their driver gear, their driver utilities, and then the middle compartment, they hold just regular old firefighting axes, different pry bars, things like that. They have another compartment in the back where they hold a lot of their car accident material and oil absorbent. We do have a low hose bed. They carry 1,000 feet of 5-inch. They carry some 2.5-inch, an 1 3/4, and then lastly they carry 3-inch in their hose bed. Dallas has always used a hose reel, and so they put the hose reel in the back of their pumpers. On the back tailboard, they do a solid steel piece called a curb sweeper. This curb sweeper helps when cars bump into them. It has protected the body in different accidents on the freeway, and ultimately that piece of material actually bolts onto the frame underneath, and it protects them in really tight spots. They keep their ladders inside of their body. So they carry a roof ladder, an extension ladder, then they have the small Fresno ladder, which Dallas calls their short ladder. In this compartment, they carry their high-rise packs. They actually hang them on the wall right here, and they hang all the way down. This drawer right here will go in the back, and they'll carry different high-rise bags for any high-rise procedures. Our middle compartment, we have a tool board, and they mount different firefighting tools. And then finally, our last compartment, they carry their medical bag and then their water bottles for when they're out on scene. Your officer's compartment in the Aero XT, we have the seat as far back as possible and as far over as possible, and then we have lowered the dash for the MDT and the computer so that the officer has as much room as possible. Finally, one of the big benefits of the Aero XT that Dallas likes is their air intake right here for different flash flood situations. It does not suck water up into the motor. So as long as they can stay above where the fan line is, then they're good. So that's why they like the Aero XT the most on their pumpers. So thank you for checking out our rig, and give us a call and we'll give you any tours you need.